up to get into right-click range. So Cuckoo's actually just going to be pretty fine once the decay does fade out.
Yeah, he hasn't got counter helix yet, though. Just has the battle hunger, and Cuckoo's lost a lot of HP. He really wants that. Really wants the creep pull, but March is going to continue following and abusing him. And I suppose this is why the Undying continues to be picked up throughout these close qualifiers. Cuckoo will drag it towards his own tier 1 tower. March is still not going to back off. He is going to contest this wave. Hopefully get some denies off for himself. Cuckoo, well, he'll find one creep kill at the very least. Meanwhile, mid lane. Mdl and Ryoyo up against each other once again. The TA versing the Tiny. It does seem to just favor Mdl in this case. I mean, both should trade farm fairly evenly. But it seems like the TA won't have too much difficulty dealing with Ryoyo. And Dubu are there. Of course, KP is playing that Korra Baton. Tim's on the position for Mirana. The thing with the Korra Baton is it's not like it 100% shuts the lane down, but it's impossible to shut him down.
Yeah, you just can't zone out this guy. So he's always going to find what he wants, even though he can't find the kill, especially this kind of lane duel. There's just no setup for Tims to get that easy arrow, but you really can't zone KP out. He's just going to be able to find what he wants. Raven's not going to be having too good of a time. He's going to be copying some harass when he goes into last hit.
Got quite a bit. Raven, though, will get a bit of free time himself to actually farm up a bit. They will go into Mdl mid lane. Ryoyo Avalanche Toss is there. Dubu was trying to help out, but they just don't have the damage output for this TA quite yet. So Mdl will just happily get back to farming. Shut Mdl down. Mind you, Ryoyo has had a pretty darn good time himself in the mid lane, and he's going to rotate up towards that top where they will go after March. There's disruption coming in. Ryoyo doesn't have Avalanche yet, but he can just toss up. They'll find an easy first blood onto March. Now Mdl going to try and punish, but the Avalanche comes in, burns through the refraction charges. Geekfam, it looks like they'll be pretty satisfied with just getting the first blood of the jungle.
Yeah, it has taken a while for that to come out, and Geekfam is going to be happy securing that for themselves. Has been a slow start of a game. Both sides just playing pretty passively, trying to find what they want. Nice toss back to Ryoyo.
Yeah, Avalanche is there as well. Cold Feet, though, will not freeze him up. Arrow connects from Tims. Raven has the chrono available, but does he commit it? He absolutely does. He's just going to get through those refraction charges. Actually hits the trap as well. Mdl doesn't really have anywhere to go. Avalanche toss is there, and they do find a massive pickup. Great rotation there from Raven. He understood they needed to take the TA down. That's exactly what they do with the first chrono of the game.
You're not going to be happy with that trade. You really wanted Mdl to maintain that good lead. He is punished. You have to be cautious about that positioning from Ryoyo. He can abuse the toss repositioning, and once you lose out on your TA like that, you gotta buy them space. The one thing they did gain from that rotation is that the bot lane is freed up, although they're gonna lose March.
Oh, he does heal himself up. Still in a bit of trouble. Ryoyo, he's not going to give up on this. He doesn't have toss for another 10, but Raven will happily take the kill off his hands. They'll leave KPB as he's just an Abaddon. Just let him walk away. Kill scored, but Cuckoo gonna find Gabby, who's just sitting there farming. Has all the neutrals and wolves with him to pop the counter helix. Gabby gonna pop the ultimate Zephyr. Actually getting a lot of damage dealt towards him, and they're just gonna find the kill, though. No! Cuckoo, what did he just ultimate? I think he got a creep.
Likely is. It's on cooldown, so unfortunate, but that is something that TNC is going to be very happy with. It's just a support kill. Geekfam's not going to accept. Still, you are slowly building up from Gabby.
The bot lane, Tombstone's been dropped. They also found Dubu on the AA.
A lot of work on this Lycan. Should be melting a few more towers now, as he does have his Dominator. He has had his Dominator for a while.
That dangerous point with the Lycan, like they start to escalate so far and farm, and they tend to push really darn quick, and once you get the Necro 3 book, it becomes even worse. Though mid lane, Ryoyo does end up going down. Mdl was the one to pick up the kill, and now Moonlight Shadow. They want to try and go for more if they can afford to. KP, borrowed time has been popped.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It does buy time to get this T1 mid. The fortification was also popped from the side of Geekfam.
I saw that ending from
It
miles.
will be an easy cleanup for TNC.
Radiant's
He
middle
was
tower
coming in,
has
but was
fallen.
cancelled off, and that was actually Ryoyo who cancelled that off. Of course, the Void needs farm as well, and he needs space. But it looks like it may take too long as they try to go after
Dire's
KB,
middle
but now the
tower is
Wukong
under
is here. March goes down to the bot lane as well. They try to go for the AA first. He TP's out, and it looks like the Void will be able to walk his way out as well.
It's the one big issue with TNC's draft. They don't really
Radiant
have
structures
control.
are fortified.
Hell, they don't even have
Are
great
scanning.
control in team fights as well, because their main
Dire's
stun
top
is the
tower is
arrow,
under
and
attack.
that is it for a very long time until someone gets a batch or something, or if you get a stun on the creep.
Oh, Chrono throws that on KP. That's a hard target. He has borrowed time, but here comes the AI's blast. That'll at least
Radiant's
stop the
middle
borrowed time
tower
from being
is under
effective.
attack.
But no kills come out of the Chrono. Tombstone, they do at least find that. But call is there. They will at least find on Dining Pack. No, they will not. The Aphotic Shield will save the day. Now Zephyr gonna be in trouble. He'll go down straight off the bat. Raven still being chased down. And Armel is here to join the push crew. TNC will claim their first Tier 2 tower of the game. And it's just looking
Radiant's bottom
surgical all
tower
over
has
again.
fallen.
You
Is
know the
under attack.
Chronosphere has been expended. You just have to worry about the axe, and that's it.
We're 14 minutes in though. Cuckoo jumps in with the call, gets the TA. Ice Blast
bottom
only
barracks
connects on
are under
Armel.
attack.
Everyone else is still very healthy. And the first Tier 3 tower of the game gone at 14 minutes. And this is why I told you that it's an underrated hero job. The Lycan.
Radiant's bottom shrine
I don't
is
think
under
they
attack.
had the lineup to deal with it. I think it's more of the fact that they gave the Lycan a runaway start. Their only response is really the axe and Chronosphere. It is slightly them drafting themselves into a corner.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
I don't know if it's too late though.
Radiant's top tower is
Top
under
lane
attack.
TNC are going to start pushing in. Again, it's very nice from Cuckoo, straight on Armel. Can they burst him though? It looks like they should be able to, but Armel somehow still alive throughout all this. KP going to take the front lines again. March keeping his TA alive. Now they want to turn. Dubu throws up the Ice Blast. Raven's here. He has the Chrono available. Cuckoo going on the Undying as well. Julia jumps in. KP's gone. They also end up fighting March. Now the Chrono, they found Tim's on the Mirana. They should be able to get him down, and they do. And a great turn coming out from Geekfam. A lot of kills taken for the Radiant side, and that also is going to significantly slow down any push attempt coming out from TNC.
You want to be
Radiant
able to get
are
Raven big
scanning.
enough that he is going to be outscaling that Lycan, although TNC is just going to make a quick move on Roche, and it just melts fast.
Shrine has fallen
Mil's
to
got
the
a
dark.
Blick Dagadessa, like it's absolutely no contest, and now they found Cuckoo. Disruption is there from Zephyr to try and help out Cuckoo. He will blink away as
Radiant's
well.
top shrine
They
is
slow him
under
down,
attack.
not quite. But the top shrine will be taken. Tier 3s with the Aegis.
Oh, nice arrow onto Cuckoo.
Yeah, well, they're going to find the axe. It'll be a massive ticket if they can get it, and they do. Athletics was there, but not quite in time. Cuckoo will buy back. Zephyr, he goes down on the Shadow Demon, and TNC, they happily back off after the buyback.
That's it. That's all you really could hope for there. Taking out that big initiator, forcing the buyback out, does give you a lot of space, and I don't think they're going to back off, though. They're just setting up here again.
TNC's got another arrow ready to go. Just set up on that tier 2 mid, or maybe they just find Ryo, and they do. They perch him up, he tries to TP, he doesn't get away with that. Now he's just going to try and make a run. The rest of
Radiant's
Geekfam are
middle
not
tower
really coming
is
in to
under
help
attack.
out. So Ryo's life has just been forfeit. Avalanche will be there. Mel though jumps in with the meld. Toss will do nothing. KB will pick up the kill. It's going to be an 8-8, 11k net worth lead though for TNC. And DOTA plus, 90% chance TNC pull off this victory apparently.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're
under
just going to
attack.
melt through these towers now. No
Radiant's
buyback
middle
on the
tower
axe if he
has
does
fallen.
die again. Chronosphere is back up. You do have the Maelstrom onto Raven. That's not quite going to be enough. He gets arrowed up, but there's no backup for that.
Yeah, but they're just dragging out this time so they can get the bot racks. He can't TP there in time to save at least the range.
Radiant's bottom tower is fallen. Dire's
Mel
bottom
still has
tower
the edges
is
anyway,
under
and well,
attack.
Old Strike Dubu just melts Cuckoo. He tried to react quickly. Not quick enough.
Radiant
Cuckoo
structures
even
are
melting
fortified.
through the right clicks
Radiant's
of
bottom
Armel.
barracks are
Raven
under
is
attack.
here with his
Radiant's
Maelstrom up,
bottom barracks
but they've already
is
lost
fallen.
that bot racks. Well, Avalanche is going to be there on Armel, but he has Refraction available. They toss him back towards those tier 4s. Core will be nice Armel. He may lose the Aegis, but they heal him up. March just keeping him alive throughout all this. Arrow will connect on the Tiny. Armel still going. Raven still holding onto the Chrono. Avalanche toss will find the Aegis. Now a massive Chrono from Raven. But where's the follow-up damage? It's not quite there yet. Cuckoo will jump in with the core, but it's onto KP again.
Is under attack.
That's not the target he wanted. Zephyr may end up going down for his trouble, and does. And the rest of TNC just rotate to the mid lane where Gabby's already started the tier 3 tower. They're already laughing and we're only 21 minutes in. Do they back off? It looks like they probably will.
And the fresh BKB is up on Armel, so that's a 10-second charge.
Cuckoo jumps in, Core was fair, but not really doing much. Armel going straight after Zephyr. The Shadow Demon is gone. Gabby goes after Ryoya. That's your Tiny gone as well. No buyback on either. They go straight after Dubu. Cuckoo will be next, and this does not look great for Geekfam as they just don't have an answer. Now the arrow on Raven as well. He can't even turn around for a Chrono.
Radiant's middle barracks.
The tips.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Cuckoo, how big of a core can you land with that blade mail?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Mega Creep's gonna be up in 24 minutes
Radiant's
into
top
this
barracks
game.
has fallen. Radiant's top
There's the
barracks
GG core.
has
Geekfam tried. I think that was a major draft error. I don't think they expected Lycan to